Hey everyone, Kayley here, and today we're going to learn how to do these iconic Star Wars hairstyles. I am really excited for the movie coming out, and I thought these would be great to wear to the premiere, or to cosplay, or if you just love Star Wars. Make sure to share this with anyone in your life who also loves Star Wars. Maybe you can wear the hairstyles together. Let's get started with Leia's signature hairstyle. You're going to start by making a center part. I use my nose as a guide and then go straight back from that, and then you're going to go all the way to the nape of your neck to split all of your hair in half. Then create two high pigtails that go just above and behind your ear, about the height of your eyes. You just want to secure that with a hair elastic, and once you have the first one done, go ahead and do the second one as well. Now just check and make sure that these pigtails are even because we want the buns to be as symmetrical as possible. Now grab some braiding hair. This is Kanekalon Hair that you can buy at Sally's, and I'm using 2 bundles for this, one for each pigtail. This is going to give you the length and volume you need for Leia's buns. I'm using a bobby pin through the elastic in the middle, and then I'm just attaching that to my pigtail. Then I'm just going to twist this toward my face and then wrap it in a bun toward my face again. And the Kanekalon Hair does all the work here. You're literally just going to have to twist your hair into a bun, and you're going to get Leia's awesome, like, giant cinnamon bun hairstyle. After the first rotation, I'm going to take a break and I'm going to add in a bunch of pins to hold this in place. Jumbo bobby pins will be your friend here because they can hold a lot of hair at once. Then I'm going to twist the rest of the hair and continue wrapping it into a bun. One trick I used was to wrap the first rotation a little bit loosely and then wrap the second rotation a little bit more tight. That way it looks a little bit bigger in the center and thinner on the outside. Then just pin everything in place and your first bun is complete. And now on to the other bun. You're just going to bobby pin that bundle of Kanekalon right on top of your pigtail, twist it, and then wrap it into a bun just like we did with the first side. Now you can do this without the Kanekalon if you want. It just won't be as voluminous, but you'll still have the same kind of bun look. I chose the Kanekalon because I practice with every single thing that I own, and this was the fastest, easiest, and least expensive. So I really think it's the best option. And Kanekalon is super lightweight, so you can wear this all day long and you won't get a headache from it. And once you have everything pinned, this hairstyle is complete. It should come together in less than 10 minutes, but it still looks totally iconic and true to the original, and I love it. For Padme, I chose this twisted bun from episode 2. You're going to start again by creating a center part, but this one isn't going to go all the way around your head, just to the top of your head. Then go ahead and split it in half, and then brush everything into a low, sleek ponytail. Now for the bun, I decided to use some more synthetic hair, but you could use your own hair for this if you prefer. I'm going to use Kanekalon hair again, and I'm just using one bundle this time. I just clipped it up to hold it in place, and what I'm going to do is take my wire, this is Floral Wire, but you can use any wire you want, and measure it to the length of the hair. Then go ahead and cut it, and you're going to wrap the top of that wire against a section of hair. This is going to help hold it in place while we wrap the hair around the wire. And to do that, all you basically have to do is wrap it around like you're wrapping your hair around a curling iron, and you can see that it creates these twists like you see in Padme's hairstyle. Once you get to the end, you just have to secure it with a hair elastic. Once you've done that, this twist is done and you can move on and do some more. I did 6 in total, but this braiding hair is actually about 24 inches long, so that's a lot of hair. You could actually do 4 or 5 sections instead if you're using the braiding hair. If you want to use your actual hair, you can do the exact same thing with sections and wire. You can see here that I'm using pipe cleaners. I really don't recommend that. My hair got super duper tangled in these, but you could do this with your normal hair and any other wire. So at this time, either make your twist with your hair or with your synthetic hair. If you decided to use the synthetic hair, go ahead and put your ponytail into a really tight bun. That way we can hide it with the synthetic hair later. If you plan to use your hair, then your ponytail turns into the twists. So with the synthetic hair, I'm actually going to go ahead and bobby pin these on to my bun, and then I'm going to start making the shape of the bun. So I'm taking one section and I'm bending it into just random shapes. Honestly, I didn't have any rhyme or reason to this. The only thing that I was trying to keep in mind was that I wanted them to interlock and overlap quite a bit, so I kept bending things around each other. So you can see with my second twist, I'm actually like feeding it through the first one. That just gets more dimension going on in this, and I think replicates the original hairstyle really well. I also noticed in the original hairstyle that it's got kind of this oval shape, so instead of like making lots of circles, you kind of want to make lots of ovals if you can. I tried this hairstyle both with my hair and with the Kanekalon hair, and I found it so much easier with the Kanekalon hair, like easier to make the twist. You had more hair to work with putting it in the bun. I just really recommend this way, especially if you're really into your costume. Another tip that I have is if you get a section bent and then you find that it kind of falls out of place, you can pin these in place. So go ahead and use your bobby pins to hold everything where you want it, and your bun will look great. So just keep bending and pinning these twists until everything is covered and you've got this hairstyle complete. I think this looks so cool. This is one of my favorite hairstyles of Padme's, even though it's pretty simple, and I loved recreating it. And finally, we have Rey's kind of 3-bun hairstyle. So we're gonna start by making a small section on top of your head, something like you would use for like a poof or something, like a very small section. Pull that back and secure it with an elastic for a little small ponytail. Then section your hair from the top of your ears to the crown of your head and brush that into its own ponytail. Then you're going to secure that with an elastic, and when you do that, on the very last loop of your elastic, only pull the hair part of the way through. That's how you make her bun. It's actually quite simple. If you have any little extra hairs that are sticking out, grab them and stick them with your ends. We're going to wrap the ends around the base of the bun. I looked at so much footage of her hairstyle and I am like 99.9% sure this is how she did it. You wrap the hair around until you have no more hair left to wrap, and then you're going to bobby pin that in place. Then you're going to move on and split the rest of the hair in half, and you want the second ponytail to sit right underneath the first bun. Secure that with an elastic. Again, on that very last loop, only pull some of the hair through, and then wrap your ends around the base. This hairstyle is absolutely something you can do if your hair is shorter than mine. I have like 7 inches of hair too much for this, so this is perfect if you have shorter hair. Then go ahead and loosen up some hair around your face to replicate those little baby hairs that she had kind of flying all around. And finally, we're going to do the same thing with one last ponytail. You're going to do this at the very, very bottom of your neck, and again, just pull through a little bit of hair to create that bun, and wrap the extra hair around the base and bobby pin it in place. Once you're done with that, the hairstyle is done. Not gonna lie, I really love this hairstyle, and I think if you were to just do one bun and wear it as like a half up, half down hairstyle, it could be like an everyday thing, or like a, oh, I'm looking a little bit like Star Wars, but I'm not going all the way there. And that's it for my Star Wars hair tutorial. I had such a fun time putting this together. I hope that you guys love it. Be sure to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah! Bye!